The first thing I would say is VCU played a heck of a game. Excuse me, and you got to give a lot of credit to them. Not sure what Gilmore's numbers were going into the game. I think it was maybe like 3 for 16 from 3. And I think Sims hit that other 3 in that thing, and I think he'd been struggling a little bit. And those are good players, and that's what good players do. But that was I thought we really battled, and I think it was tie game at that point. And they hit 3 threes and went on a run, and we could just never recover. I think our front court played really, really well tonight. I think Greg and Jared, tag team, both in double figures. Jordan Miller gave us a really good effort, and some guys who've been phenomenal for us every game. We just struggled a little bit tonight, and sometimes that happens. So I told our guys, we had as good a practice as I've ever had as a coach last night. And we got a group of guys who are working their rear end off every single day in practice. And at the end of the day, that's all you can ask for. We played a really good team tonight who played at a high level, made big shots when it counted. We'll live to fight another day. And the biggest thing we told our guys is, you can't let VCU cost you 2 in a row. In other words, we can't have a hangover from this. We don't have time to wallow. We got to get ready for a good Richmond team, a team that's really starting to find its own legs and be able to bounce back with a good effort on Wednesday.
Dave, when you look at their defense and what they kind of bring, you know what's coming, obviously, but how hard is it for guys to get ready for something like that?
Yeah, it is hard. And one of the unfortunate things, and again, all 100% of the credit goes to VCU. Jamal Hartwell sprained his knee yesterday at practice here. He's been, I don't know what his assist-to-turnover ratio is, like ridiculously high. And if there's ever a game that you want him, your backup point guard, this is one. And, those things happen. Because there was a stretch there, I don't know in my 4 years of coaching if I've ever seen Otis Livingston absolutely gassed, and he was gassed. He was gassed tonight. So it's hard to replicate it. I thought we did a good job, and then, as they will do, a flurry of turnovers. I think more than anything, they wore us down in the half court. I think what's maybe underrated, or I don't know, I'm not here every day, but their half court defensively. That's an outstanding, complete defensive group. In the full court and the half court.
Jared, when you guys erase that 14-point hole and tie it, and they hit 3 after 3 after 3, just how deflating was that for you guys? Just to have to kind of
yeah, it's a bit deflating. I mean, to put all that energy out to get back to a tie game, and then they hit a few threes. But at the end of the day, we made mistakes that gave them 3, so. That's on us, and we can't let that happen.
Coach, you mentioned just how good that half-court D is. What are the differences you've seen from last year to this year? It's a lot of the same guys, but instead of Justin Tillman, who's an all-conference player, they got 2 sophomores in there. So what's the difference you see as a coach?
They were a pretty good defensive team too last year. Obviously the numbers. I mean, you guys have all looked at the numbers in the media notes. So they're just doing a better job of challenging at the 3-point line. So their 3-point field goal defense is really, really good. So, I would guess probably Mike would say, it takes a second year, for guys to really understand that next rotation, that next effort that allows them to put full court pressure on and still be, really solid in the half court.
You have to be able to wear down. What you got to take out of the approach specifically with Justin and Otis limiting them throughout the game?
I'm sorry, what was that?
You mentioned kind of wearing guys down. What do you got to take out of the approach specifically with Justin and Otis, kind of limiting them throughout the game today defensively?
Yeah, they did, and then it didn't help that Justin got in foul trouble. And again, like the one last guy, who probably Hartwell probably averages 8 or 9 minutes a game, but this would have been a game he probably would have played 10 or 12 or 14. So, it warmed down, and they missed some shots that we've seen them make, quite a bit. So all that stuff is cumulative. There's a good team. It's a tough place to win on the road. Our group has been phenomenal in terms of their approach and their practice. And the last game that we had like this, where was our Vermont game. Maybe December 1st, and we really went on a quest to improve and get better. And that's what we have to do. That there's a lot of basketball left to be played. We're at the halfway point, and we just got to try to get marginally better every night out.
Along those lines, at the midpoint, do you feel like you put yourself in a pretty good spot in the league, and do you feel like you're trending the right way?
I mean, obviously we're down about tonight's result, but if you look at it, with some perspective, if you had told me whatever December 1st that you're going to be 7-2 at the turn, I'd have signed up for it. And more than that, in all seriousness, we can't control. We probably got another 2 for 19 night ahead of us shooting from 3, and we probably got a couple 12 for 19 nights like that. That's the nature of the beast. But the way that this group has approached practice, and the way that this group has attacked trying to get better, has been a ton of fun to be around. And I told them there's no group of guys I'd rather be coaching. So at the end of the day, that's all we can do. And sometimes the ball goes in, sometimes it doesn't. We learn how to handle success and deal with some adversity.
Coach, was there any reason why y'all stopped feeding the post after y'all tied it 52?
Yeah, I mean, I think fatigue and ball pressure and yeah, I mean, that's what happens. Some poor decisions, and then we got it in there a couple times, and the ball rolled around and out, and so I think just a variety of things. So we'll go back, look at the film, and there's a lot to improve upon, but there's a lot to build from.
Could we get a status on AJ?
Yeah, I mean, he's healthy. We just, again, you couldn't play too much better than Jared and Greg played tonight. So.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Yep.